Hello, welcome to a Soulprint Mini. Thank you so very, very much for being here. Now, I'm recording this on March 5th. It's about 5 hours before the Super Tuesday results start coming in. So by the time you see this, most of us will, know more or less the results of all of those different contests. So, so I guess we'll find out. This is interesting. And I wish I could remember where I saw it. It was either Midas Touch or Ring of Fire. But whoever it was, they were talking about the fact that other Republicans who are running are starting to get really concerned because apparently the entire RNC, okay, they only have something like 8.2 or $3 million in their kitties. That's it. That's all the money they have. And that money is supposed to be distributed sort of across the board to, the people who are running their races in various, states, right? Well, they don't have it because, I guess they've been paying all of Trump's legal bills. Now, by comparison, Joe Biden in January raised I think it was $42 million. And the RNC is sitting with 8 for all of those elections. So today I thought it would be kind of interesting to take a look at and just see overall how the other, contestants, how the other senators and the other congresspeople who are Republicans and who are running for election in this cycle, exactly how they're feeling about the fact that there is not no floodgates of money coming their way. So, in public, they have no choice but to, smile and say, oh, he's amazing and we love him. I don't know that they feel that privately. And I think that they are probably slightly hysterical. I think they went past panicking. Trying to figure out where the hell they're going to get these funds from to run these campaigns, where there are, Democrats that are challenging them. They're running against Democrats. It'd be interesting to see. So that's what I want to check today. So one final thing. For those of you who have sent me email requests for readings, etc., I promise by the time you see this, you will have gotten a reply. This weekend, Vanessa celebrated her 25th birthday on Sunday, which means I celebrated my 65th birthday on Monday. Now, no need to flood me with happy birthday wishes. But if anybody's wanting to just send a little message saying, wow, you look amazing for your age, I'm pretty sure that you are going to be greatly rewarded with a star in heaven. I'm joking. Thank you. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get started here. So let's look at the other Republicans and see how they're feeling about things these days. It's bad enough that everybody's upset with them over the abortion thing. It's bad enough people have gotten their feathers in a flurry about the in vitro. It's bad enough they have a presidential nominee who has 91 felonies, and now they don't got no money. Here we go. Other Republican contestants. Okay, well, I can tell you to start with that there is a lot of anxiety. Just broadly speaking, it sort of blankets Republicans kind of from end to end across the board, even those who are in, really red states. They're aware of the fact that, maybe 60, maybe even 70% of the people who vote for them agree with every single thing they do and say straight down the line. But they're aware that there are other pockets of voters who are not happy with the decisions that are being made, with the behavior that is, sort of being passed off as acceptable. So here we go. They're starting with the Hangman. All right. So they're sort of hoping that things turn around, right? I mean, they're hoping that, as it gets closer to the general, the fundraising kicks up. Now, think about that. Who is going to be co-chair of the RNC, which is in charge of the fundraising? Yes, Laura Crump, who's already said every penny goes to Donald Trump for president. So those other Republicans who, for whatever reason, have been like living under a rock, are recognizing the impact, the consequences, the results of Trump. They are literally being, with their butt out in a sling somewhere, hanging out, because unless they are getting the money from their own personal fundraising, there's just not going to be the funds there that they typically would have to spend. There are, you can count them, 15, 20, whatever it is, real mega loyalists within Congress. But there are a lot of them still who have sold their soul, and they keep hoping that something will turn around. They're foolish and they're deluding themselves. They fail to understand. Press this card. They fail to understand the imbalance, the inequality that happens, that is a result of having Trump as their leader. So if they're looking for fairness, if they're looking for, his help, God forbid, they're not going to get it. Assume this is assume this is inverted, right? They're not going to get it. Because why? Well, because Seven of Pentacles. There isn't the money. Whatever money comes in gets funneled straight into, his wallet or his PACs or whatever it is. So yes, there are PACs that have more money. I'm not concerned about those. I'm talking about what the RNC is able to distribute for the other, people who are running or trying to get reelected. There isn't the money. And what they get is going to be this. It's going to be this one little teeny tiny pentacle, and all the rest, it's going to who. So there is a lot of anxiety. There is a lot of worry. People are really, really, really hoping that there is, some other kind of message that can get out there so that at least individually, they may be able to, whip up their own campaigns in terms of fundraising. They recognize, whether they want to admit it or not, that the victory is going to go to Biden. They recognize that the strongman tactics that Trump aspires to, displays, praises, perceives himself to be of, it only works for a segment of people who, frankly, don't understand what the term strongman means. I saw a little clip, and somebody said to this avid Trump supporter, "What is a strong man? You want him to be a strong man. What does that mean to you?" Well, it means he has a spine. No, sweetheart, that does not what it means. That means you're looking at an autocracy. That means you're looking at a dictatorship. That's what it means. They don't even understand what it is he's saying. They don't get it. But there's a whole bunch of other ones who are starting to wake up and smell the burnt coffee, which I'm pretty sure came from that coffee boy who he didn't know at all. They get it. The writing's on the wall. they view him as, now listen, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. They view him as the devil. They view him as evil. They view him as somebody who has flipped their party upside down, except for the real strong mega ones. But the sad truth is that they all sold their soul. So they're now all being painted with the same brush, because the few that sort of have managed somehow to stand up are retiring. They've already announced their retirement. There's a lot of Republicans that are retiring. They're not running for re-election because the writing's on the wall. And in the minuscule off chance that Trump may actually win, they do not want their name to be linked with him any further, historically speaking. There are still more truths to come out. There's more information that's going to come out. And let me tell you, they are scared because there's an awareness, there's an understanding that a lot of stuff has not yet been released. There are still secrets connected to Trump and the Republicans, their behaviors, their stunts, and their shenanigans. And so there is a fear that there's going to be too much talk. Too much stuff is going to get out. Too many secrets. There's going to be too much stuff exposed. And ultimately, that's going to bring them down. You've got the world. This cycle for them, by and large, is coming to a close. Now, I'm not suggesting that every single Republican's going to lose. That's not what I'm saying. But the behavior that they were allowed to, the way they were allowed to behave, sorry, my brain just took a little vacation. The way they were allowed to behave over the last several years, that behavior is becoming less and less acceptable. And now they have to try to figure out a way to backtrack that. Most of them are going to go into hiding. Most of them are just going to, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. All of a sudden, the whole lot of them are going to be more cognitively confused than Trump. Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear about that. I don't remember that. What the heck? Okay. It's all about the money, and there's not enough of it. There's just simply not enough of it. And this is where it's going to take them. That is exactly where it's going to take them, to the Five of Cups. Their emperor, he has no clothes. He just doesn't. And people are angry. Are angry about a lot of the stuff that has been going on in the Republican Party. And for those who are running, they are becoming more and more increasingly frustrated by the fact that their very success is now contingent upon someone they view as crazy and dangerous. But alas, somewhere they parked their spine, probably in a dark closet somewhere, because they don't have one. They couldn't stand up against it. And so now the writing's on the wall, isn't it? All right. So that's what I know. Thank you very, very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And please do not forget to put your questions for Pendulum Friday in the comment section below. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.